Hello. I gotta do like a good pose thing in the beginning because YouTube just picks your little thumbnails for you until you're really fancy and you can download your own stuff. Hang on, we're telling more followers you're here. Okay, good. Hello. Hi, guys. We're gonna make little faux Hostess cupcakes tonight. And this is gonna go really fast because I've actually done all my prep. Hi, Kaiser. I misspelled your name the other day. Spelled it with an A. Talking to your sisters. Hi, Alyssa. Hi from Sacramento. Hi from Michigan. All right, so I've got my filling done. Got my candle for ambiance. I got my filling done. I've got my little frosting swirl ready to go. No worries, good deal. And I've got my chocolate all melted. So a lot of people ask me how you can melt things like mozzarella for fathead and everything without a microwave. And I really like the double boiler. On my website, hello from Dallas. Hello! On my website, I have linked a few YouTube videos on a bain-marie, a water bath, or a double boiler. It's not really all the same. I think the bain-marie is like when you're baking something in water, but anyways, this helps you melt whatever you're working with without worrying about burning it, because you're not actually heating the bowl with anything except for steam. And steam only gets so hot. Hello! So, this is my chocolate. It is 1.5 ounces of, let's see, I used Chalk Zero and 1 tablespoon coconut oil. And this is going to be our icing. And then for my filling, hello from California, London! Nice! I've been to London once, and to get out of school, I had to write an essay on castles, and it was my favorite thing ever, because architecture is my favorite art. And I went to Leeds and Dover and Tower of London, and I still remember everything. It was so much fun. You're not late. We haven't done anything yet. Plus, I'm going to save this. Hello from Lebanon. Barnaby is playing down the street with Chloe. Barnaby has a play date with his girlfriend. So I wasn't going to take him over there, and then I got all these begging videos from my friend's daughter, Avery. And they've already sent me videos of them playing, and he doesn't miss me one bit. All right, so begin by, Manchester, hello, preparing a batch of your favorite chocolate cupcake. These, I used to make the sugar version of this. It was one of my faves. Excellent. New Brunswick, Canada, Miami. Hello, I'm in rainy Michigan. I used Good D's chocolate snack mix. You can use your favorite recipe. You could probably use my double chocolate muffins. I haven't tried it because I tried it once with this mix, and this mix is like, you can't mess it up, and it's really consistent every single time. So I like to use it, but if you're like baking along and you don't have this, it's delicious, but anything will work. So I have baked these and cooled these. I whipped up 1 cup of whipped cream, which is probably going to be too much, with a couple tablespoons of powdered sweetener. I powdered my own monk fruit last week, and I still have some of that. So that's what this is. Any leftovers that I have, I'll stick in my fridge and use for my coffee in the morning. So I made too much rather than not enough. All right, so there's lots of ways to do this. I'm going to show you my technique, but by no means is this, like the only way to do it. So my goal is to get a top that I can lift off and then place back on. So I cut at an angle. I cut at about a 45-degree angle all the way around. And how I do this is I actually hold the knife still, so I'm not sawing with my knife. There is no such thing as too much whipped cream. That is a solid point. So I'm going almost like, you can see, almost to the edge, but not all the way to the edge, at like a 45-degree angle. And I'm just going to sort of turn my cupcake. Because the angle was the same, it cuts to a little triangle, like so. Hello, Heather! I need to post our little Q&A. I haven't done that yet. So I have this little triangle. I'm going to cut the cake off, and don't worry, I have an idea for our crumbs. Then, so it made this little sort of diamond divot, right? I've got my top. I'm going to save my top. I just cut down, not all the way through, maybe like a half a way down through the cupcake. And this time I'm holding my knife straight, so you're going to get like a nice even pocket. And actually, the pictures that I posted, I kind of forgot to cut the bottom off so that you have this little like pyramid. All right, so now I have a nice little pocket for my whipped cream. I piped it into mine versus cutting them. Yep, I'm not coordinated enough to use both hands to do that. Hello, Emily from San Diego. Hello. Yeah, and you can pipe this part too. You don't have to use a spoon. I have some fancy piping stuff, but I didn't get it out because I'd rather use the version that probably everybody has. Like, everybody's got a spoon and a knife. Everybody might not have, you know, piping equipment. All right, so I put this back on top. You can totally just cover this with chocolate and stick it in the fridge to set up. As you know, I'm a total psycho. So what I do, I gotta find my little spoon. What I do is make almost like a little crumb coat. So I put one tiny spoonful on top to sort of seal it. Stick that in the fridge for a minute. So I don't know if this is showing or not. I just sort of run chocolate over that edge. So none of this is necessary. Good God, none of this is necessary. But I'm showing you what I did to get the product that you see in my pictures. If this is something that interests you. If not, like I said, completely unnecessary step. But I will show you why I decided to do it this way. All right, so I have basically like a really thin coat to seal those edges. I'm gonna pop it in the fridge. Now, this is when, way more filling that way? Yeah, definitely. I'm a total psycho. I am. But I like this stuff. I like this detail work. This is fun for me. But I realize that this is not fun for a lot of people, and they just want a cupcake. So I gotta include optional instructions, like this is not necessary. Okay, so this is one I did earlier. You can see the thin coat that I had, and it sealed that little edge. So now, because I want a thicker, like I really want it to be like that thick, fake, waxy, like I was going after a legit Hostess cupcake. Not necessarily like the best cupcake I've ever had, but I was going for that consistency and that texture and all of that. So now that I have this, I can dip this whole thing right in the chocolate, and I don't have to worry about the top popping off. Hello from Chicago. Okay, so my chocolate is still sitting on this water. This water is just barely warm, but it's keeping my chocolate nice and melty, like a good texture to do all of this. Oh no, I forgot to turn my notifications off. So because I have this thin coat on there that's already set up, when I go to dip this, the top isn't going to fly off. It's just going to allow me to get a nice even coat on there. And I just kind of let it smooth out. I don't know if there's going to be any drips or not. Yep, there's going to be a little drip. That's okay. That's why I'm holding it over the chocolate. No chocolate left behind. So now I have a nice smooth surface, and I'm going to put this back in the fridge. So this is one that I did earlier that has the 2 coats. Hi, Cece! Carissa. Yay! So glossy and pretty, right? So that little extra step might seem really dumb, but like I said, I was going after that thick, waxy, fake, whatever. So this is one I had done earlier. It had the seal on it, and then I did another coat. I think for fun I might do another one just to show you. I'm just sort of turning it around in there and then letting the excess drip off to get a nice smooth surface. And then, I think I said it earlier, but this is just 1.5 ounces of chocolate milk mixed with 1 tablespoon coconut oil. And I heated it up on the double boiler to get this consistency. So it's like a real legit coating and not just like frosting. Gotta bake some up pronto tomorrow. So, there she is. Now usually when I'm doing this, I do one step and then the next step and then the next step. Like I don't do everything to one cupcake. I'll do the filling first and then I'll do that little seal coat. Looks pretty good, huh? And then I will go back and then I will put the little swirls on. So let's see. What should I do? Do you want me to do the swirls or should I do another cut? You ever do carnivore meals? Yes, I do. I've done a week of carnivore and I saved a lot of my recipes from that week in my highlights. And my podcast partner, Heather, I don't know if she's still on, she and I are just talking about planning our next experiment, and that is going to be a carnivore week. Cut. Okay, let's show that cut one more time. So, cupcake. Oh no, there was some extra. Cupcake, 45-degree angle, cutting about halfway through. And this gives me a nice, because I'm cutting in this, direction, like a pumpkin, like it pops right off. Gonna save that little guy. Now I'm just holding my knife straight up and down, but I'm not cutting all the way through. There's probably like 1 centimeter. And then I'm taking the blunt end of my knife and just like pulling what I cut away from the center. And it comes out really easily. And it's gonna give me a nice little whipped cream chamber. Don't worry, I'll get to the swirls. And then when I go pick up my dog, I'll have cupcakes. Although really sad, my friend can't have stevia. What a bummer. And there's stevia in the chocolate. I think there's stevia in the baking mix. All right. Let's get our, we'll call this like a seal coat. The seal coat of chocolate on there. So that when we go to dip, the top doesn't pop off. Nom Nom Paleo, no, Nom Nom Yum? Oh, shoot. I think it's Nom Nom Yum. Has a recipe for these if you don't have a mix or anything. She has a recipe for these that is like homemade from start to finish. So if you want to try out a different technique, I would give her website a try. I know I've spoken with her. She's very nice. I've not tried a lot of her recipes, but I know a lot of people that swear by them. So I feel very confident recommending her website. All right, so this guy is going to go in the fridge. Making chocolate jello like a plebe. No, you're not. You're doing it. All right, so that's the first guy. I am going to, you know what? Yeah, that's got 2 coats on it. Let me do one more. No, those are done. All right, so I can just take them cupcakes too. So to do the swirl, like I said, I have some, the filling is just sweetened whipped cream. If you want a thicker filling, you can do mascarpone and whipped cream whipped together. It's a little bit denser. I wanted the light, fluffy Hostess. You're a baking goddess. Thanks. Yeah, her recipes are delicious. Just got back on darn internet. What's the name of your podcast? It's called the Keto Happy Hour Podcast. I have highlights there too that you can just swipe up to get to our website. But you can find it on iTunes. We're on like all of the filling is whipped cream. We're on iTunes and a whole bunch of other stuff. All right. So the whipped cream is just my favorite icing recipe, which is a 50-50. I know it's like, it's 50-50 cream cheese and butter, whipped. I left it out on the counter for maybe like an hour to get up to room temperature. Maybe a tablespoon, because I wasn't making very much, tablespoon of my powdered sugar, my powdered sweetener, and then I just whipped the ever-loving tar out of it. Like, I just whipped it until it became one thing. So I am going to use this little snack bag, and I'm going to cut just the tiniest little opening to make a piping bag. I do have piping stuff, like I said, but I wanted to make sure that I did this in a way that, you know, there's these little cupcake cutters that you can get that will like perfectly like scoop out the center of your cupcake. I don't have that stuff, so I didn't want to use that stuff. You can get as fancy as you want with this, but literally like a spoon and a knife. It works really well. So, scissors. And then this is going to be it. This is going to be like our shortest. Oh, I wanted to show you how to do that. It's going to be like my shortest live ever. Especially because I got to go get my baby dog. All right, so I cut. Start small and then test your strip, and then you can always make your hole a little bit bigger, but you can't make your hole smaller. So you can always cut more off the bag. All right, so this might not be my best work because I'm not on a steady surface. Yep, I'm gonna save this and put this on my YouTube. So I'm gonna do this like this and not on a, usually I would do this like with my arm braced. I'm going to do this so that you can see it, and then I'll try to do a really cute one. So I have no promises about the quality of my swirl here. Oh, we're doing good, you guys. We did it! We did so good! Do you have the recipe for the cupcakes on Instagram? I don't, because this is just a cake mix. This is a cake mix from Goodies. Ta-da! Sounds like advice my grandma gave me about the birds and the bees. I know, I'm really sorry. That came like half out of my mouth and I realized the innuendo. All right, let's do another one. Let's do another one. Then we should cut one open. Then, oh, see, now I'm getting fast and sloppy. Fast and sloppy. Not bad. Not as cute as the first one. We'll cut this one in half. Let's see, do I have any others? All right, so this is one that we did that little like crumb sealing coat on. And my chocolate is still liquid because it's on the warm water. So I'll coat this one. I just dip it down, spin it a little bit. I'm gonna spin it more to get it on that side. And then just let it drop, like let it kind of smooth itself out. And as soon as it kind of stops dripping, which should be soon, I'll put it in the fridge to set up. That way you get a nice thick coating on there. Okay, wait, I gotta do one more. Oh, sorry. I gotta do one more. See if I can get this really well with it when I'm like braced. No. It's about the same as all the others. All right, so let's cut this guy open so you can see our masterpieces. I really want to try Good D's cake mixes. I love them. Me too. And you know, yeah, try it with my cake recipe. Let me know about my cake recipe because I've never even thought of doing that. You know, keto baking mixes in general are like super expensive. Keto baking ingredients, period, are super expensive. And when I'm testing for a recipe, I will waste sometimes some food. And I haven't had the time and like inclination and desire to really nail a cake recipe because there's so many good recipes out there. So this is something that I always have around because it's perfect every time. It's really consistent. I love the woman who runs the company. You know, I love supporting small businesses that are like doing cool things in the world. So yeah, I have a lot of recipes you'll see using her mixes because I just love them so much. And that's sometimes something that's kind of missing with like keto baking is that really consistent product. I feel like your cake tastes so great. Thank you. You should definitely come out with your own. I'll try. Tried to make avocado brownies and they were gross. Consistency is good. I haven't made the avocado brownies, but I did make an avocado like chocolate mousse once and that was great. All right, ready? So, oh, I wish you guys could hear it because there's a nice, this chocolate sets up and there's like a nice crack, just like the original. It's a nice crack. We did it! You guys, we did it. It's a keto Hostess cupcake. I'm really excited about this. All right, so if you've ever wondered what cake pops are, cake pops, when people are making really giant fancy wedding cakes, and they have to shave off like 18 pounds of cake to get to the right shape, that is how cake pops were invented. Somebody wanted to use all of that cake. They mixed the cake with icing and cake pops were born. So we can make cake pops right now. This was not in my plans, but I think it's a good idea. So I'll use my scoop. I'll use a little bit of icing. I'm sure that they do this in like a food processor. Here's all of our extra that we cut. I am mashing it together with my frosting, which was just 1 part cream cheese, 1 part butter, a little bit of sweetener, whipped to death. And look, we're about to make a keto cake pop. Oh my gosh, you guys. Also, I have that melted chocolate. We're gonna cake pop it up like for real. For real. Wait. Yeah, it's still liquidy enough. Oh, we're cake popping. Hi, Shay. Look, we just made a little cake pop. Watch this. Oh, you guys. Oh, my brain is churning now. My brain is churning with all of the, like, think about all the recipes that I don't have quite right. That we can just cake pop. And, like, all the different flavors that you can put in there. And all the different flavors you could put in, like, the little cakes and whatnot. Oh, you guys know what I'm going to be doing all week. Cake popping. I don't want to put this on the counter. Hang on. Parchment sheets. I think that after this part, you put them in the fridge. Where can I get the recipe for this? It's on my Instagram. It is all the way down on November 10th, but I'm going to retype this with some pictures that I took today of the process and actually put the full thing up on my website. But right now you can find all of the instructions and all of the directions and the ratios for the filling and the dressing, the filling and the swirl and the ganache, the chocolate topping. All of that is on my November 10th Instagram post. Coming right over. Sweet. I'll see you in a little bit. So, cake pops, you guys. Yeah, so that's like a massacre. But that's all it is. Crumbs and frosting that people mash together. I'm going to make some cake pops this week. So macros, I have absolutely no idea because the cake itself is about 2 per cupcake. Thank you. Right? You guys are about to get cake popped. I'm going to be working on cake pop variations all week. So Good D's, here, I'll read this. 12 per container, so 8, so 12 minus 3 is 9, minus 8 is 1. If you made 12 cupcakes, each cupcake is 1 net carb. So maybe 1 for the whipped cream, 1 for the chocolate, I'm not sure. Actually 4, so 4 for 12 cupcakes would be like a third. I think you're looking at between a 2 to 3 net carb keto hostess cupcake. So I should actually go and figure it out, but not right now. I watch myself back and I watch myself, because I get so nervous when I do these, I watch myself try to do simple math and I'm like, oh no, oh no. So I'll figure it out later. All right, thanks for joining me, you guys. This will be saved on Instagram for 24 hours, and then I will save it to my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me. I'm gonna go pick up my dog from his girlfriend's house. I don't have any codes for Good D's, but I know a lot of people do. Like, I have friends that have codes. So I usually only post a link when they go on sale on Amazon because they go on sale, different varieties go on sale for $10 all the time. So when that happens, like today, the biscuit mix is on sale. I put that in my stories. I don't have a discount code, but if you DM me after this, I will get you a discount code. Because I have a few friends that have codes, but I'm not sure what the codes are. And I think it's like, it'll save you like 15%. Yep, I'm going to save it on YouTube. All right, bye guys. Thanks so much.